A couple weeks ago, I had the chance to play with the new high school pack early, but I only had it for a few days, and I also only had the base game and the new pack. And ever since I got my hands on it, I have been dying to build a new community lot in the little downtown area in the new world. Before we get started though, I've got a tiny small announcement to make because you know how I got asked to judge that YouTube gaming show called Future? The semi-finals are out today, and I'm a judge in the last episode. Believe it or not, they had me judging Fortnite gameplay. I know, it's horrifying. I did my best, and I could use the moral support. So if you want to go over there and watch that video, I'll have it linked down below. We are so close to the finale. There's just 4 contestants left, and next week is the last episode, and the winner is going to get $100,000. I have no idea why they picked me to judge this. I am by no means qualified, but hey, if you want to go check it out, like I said, it's linked for you. You see, Copperdale has this like town square space. It's got like a library over here. There's a thrift bubble tea shop, and there's also this starter home right here. And don't get me wrong, it's a cute house, but this lot is like screaming community lot to me. It's like the perfect spot to build some sort of other community space. I mean, it's like in line with a couple of fake shops, right? So it's the perfect place to put something like that there. And since the pack is actually out now and we can use other packs for this build, I'm thinking I want to build a restaurant. I thought about doing a cafe or like a bar maybe, but I settled on restaurant because I feel like this is a good spot to bring Sims on dates, and like it's a cute, safe high school hangout, right? I am very sorry, but I am gonna bulldoze this lot. Wait, oh my god, why is there not wood underneath this? Oh my god. I guess they did give us this wood that matches. Oh, so that's why they added that. That's base game now. We got this in the update. All right, I'm gonna complain less. Normally when they do stuff like this, we don't get the matching wood floor, and I'd have to use like that one, and it's just upsetting. But luckily this one is identical. Okay, we're off to a good start. I think I might try and mimic the shape of these buildings a little bit because I kind of want this to blend into the main street area. I don't know, let's just wing it and kind of see how it goes, right? Well, for starters, I don't think that it has to be very big. Like if this was the size of the restaurant, that would probably be fine. Oh, and we got a new trim that we can use. Okay, that is good to know. We did not get a new freeze or anything, but we'll think about this. I think the second floor can have that because we're probably not going to use the second floor much. Also, the lighting is really weird. This is part of the problem with this world. The lighting is like very harsh all the time. Have you noticed that? It looks the best from the front in the evening, and it's like really dark around the rest of it, but at least it's like even lighting across the front of the building. Okay, I honestly feel like there's some potential with this. Like this new wallpaper is kind of cool. It's got some sort of interesting swatches too. And then I don't know if we did like a stucco or something on the top floor. I wish I could tell what those swatches look like a little bit better. I think that's kind of a good color combo. And I also think that it looks good with the neighboring buildings. Okay, annoyingly, there's not like plain swatches on this. What I would like to have is like this one with the logo and then a plain swatch that's the same color, but we could probably just use the plain white. Okay, honest question, is this ugly? I'm very, very much not sure. I wonder if we chose to like wrap around the porch a little bit. I know it's off center with the lot now, but I think that's okay because like the building is still centered with the staircase right here. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, can I raise that up? I think that actually looks pretty good. Oh, I can't raise it up back there in the corner. Oh no. And I can't put it there either. Oh wait, I can. You know what? I'm just not gonna, okay. It's annoying because the column is like, you know, different. You can't see like the little design at the top, but we're gonna ignore that because it's fitting right now. And that's the best we can do. I'm gonna see about putting this fence up top. I think that kind of looks cool, but I don't know if it's like too much or not. All right, let's put some lights inside. I don't think I'm gonna use the upstairs. I don't think I'll use it for anything. Oh, and it got rid of my column. Okay, I'm not surprised by that. It's probably gonna keep doing that. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna use the windows that came with the pack for this. I feel like that just seems kind of out of place. I wanna like it, but I also want it to be a little bit bigger. Maybe that's the problem. All right, we can have a bathroom right there, kitchen right here, and then probably just some seating inside of the building. I'm kind of trying to dig around through Dine Out and see what signs might work for this, because I think realistically it might be okay if we had like, I don't know, a diner sign like this or something, but I'm not sure what else should go up on the top floor. No, the colors of that are not really what I want it to look like. Should we just center something? Like if we just had the sign like in the middle of the wall? Where's the middle of the wall? Hang on. Okay, that is the middle of the wall. So if we did it like that, maybe we could do brown, or is that ugly? Should it be a color? I kind of liked that peachy color. Oh, this is like so far out of my comfort zone. I have literally no idea what I'm doing. I'm sure you've probably caught on by now to that, but literally no clue. All right, I'm breaking out the debug landscaping because there's a couple things from the high school pack that I think would be good here. Specifically, there's like a planter box. Oh, is that like a mine cart? Okay. We also have the goals and stuff, which is kind of fun. Oh, here's a planter. We could probably use a couple of these and put like, oh, that looks very tall. Okay. There's also some wider ones, but I might see about putting like 3 of these just down the side of the building. Oh, this tent is gonna be pretty useful. I'm sorry, I've looked through debug, but it's been a while and I didn't really use all of it too much, so feels like the first time all over again. This is what I really wanted, was this planter box, because I feel like these other buildings have stuff like that, so we can try and blend in, match our friends. Should I use a debug tree? We can also probably put these planter boxes like right at the edge of the lot, because while that's the edge of our lot, there's also kind of like all this space around it that we can pretend is ours. What if the windows had a slight space in between them? I really don't know. I don't know. I think that looks kind of cute. And then if we get a bunch of tables outside, it'll fill in the space pretty well. The question is, do we use tables that have umbrellas on them or not? I don't know. I think the umbrellas are pretty nice. And as we have noticed, the sun is very harsh in this world. Although I guess this building is kind of in the shade most of the day. The umbrellas do bring some like much needed color though to the exterior. Although I guess we've got like a pinkish brick, but I think the umbrellas kind of help. I'm still not sure about the color of them. I think the blue is pretty nice. Maybe I like the blue better. Should I use these chairs, like the wooden ones? That's good, right? That's more color. I don't know. Should this just be 2 chairs maybe in the back one? That's pretty nice actually, because it's kind of private. If you wanted to go on a date, you could sit back there. I'm kind of thinking now about having the host stand be outside like this, because the inside is kind of small. And if we have it outdoors, that leaves a little bit more space for like some tables inside. I haven't played in this world with seasons yet. Like we didn't have seasons when I was testing it a couple weeks ago, because I only had the base game in this pack. So I don't know how rainy it gets, but they'll be fine, probably. And you know what? This tile is actually really cute. I think it's gonna look really good in here. There's one last piece, the little teeny corner thing. Which one is it? Is it that one? Okay, now I know it exists because I've used it. There we go, sorry. Took me a second to find it. The swatches are kind of out of order. It's confusing. Okay, should I put the bathroom door like right there? Kind of tucked away? Could not tell you. I'm really not sure. Oh, it deleted my column again. Okay, now it says it can't be shorter. So I think when you like duplicate it, the one below it lets me place it, but I'm not supposed to be able to place it, and that's why it bugs like that. Oh, and these windows are too big. Oh no. Well, should we swap them all to be these ones? I mean, this is just windows that are gonna be in like the kitchen and the bathroom, so it doesn't really matter what they look like. And same thing, the ones upstairs, like the upstairs is gonna be empty, so it doesn't really matter what it looks like. Would they really have this fancy of tile in here? I mean, it's The Sims, so I guess it doesn't really matter what I do. I just made it smaller. Oh, I guess I could probably expand this out the back though. Oh, well, that's fine then. You know what? This is pretty good actually, because now we can have like a little back door for the employees, and there's like some trash cans outside. I think this makes sense. Now the nice date table is right next to the trash. So lovely. We got a bunch of curtains with high school years, but I'm just not sure if they're the kinds of curtains that would be used in a restaurant like this. Does that make sense? Like these sorts of curtains, I don't really know if it's like restaurant vibes or not. Oh, these windows are also too close together for them to work. I mean, we have like literal tapestries. Is that better? We could also just size up the base game ones. This place is becoming a little bit fancier than I thought it would be. I should probably start picking some things like, you know, labeling it a restaurant, making sure we have all the necessities in here. Oh no, I feel like the chef station does not really work in this space. I guess you can kind of like sneak it in the corner and it would fit, but I'd almost rather this room be like, you know, smaller. But then this is weird. Oh no. I feel like I'm really bad at this. I'm really no good at making community lots. Okay, honestly, how do we feel about this? Is this okay? Was it fine before when I had it like this? Maybe? Oh, maybe these are like old people that are from the town. Maybe that can be our inspiration for the decor, and we can go for like that color scheme. I don't know. I'm really just winging it right now. Or we could go for breakfast as the color scheme. I said diner, so that might not be that far off, but I always use those. Perhaps a menu by the front door? I think that kind of matches. You know, at first I was a little bit worried about this place being too fancy because it, again, is becoming a little bit fancier than I thought it was gonna be. But also, maybe that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, yes, I intended for it to be a little bit more of a teen hangout, but also, if this becomes like a fancy date spot, that's probably okay too. Like, this world does already have some more casual stuff, so something a little bit fancy is not a bad thing. Oh boy. I really don't know about like the kind of tables I want to use in here. I think that the new table is actually pretty cool. This like new round table, but now I feel like the booth seems really out of place. I wanted to use more booths, but I feel like they're kind of small. I guess I could just get rid of that window. We could put a table there. That looks ridiculous. Like, that table looks so tiny compared to that booth. It's not good. I feel like they all do. Like, even the square ones look so tiny. Oh, I wish that when we got that like CC stuff, the ones that Hey Harry made, I wish there was a square version, because we have like the 2 different lengths, but I wish there was like a third length because I want a square table, but I feel like none of the ones that we have work. Like, I don't really want to do a glass table, and I also really think that this one is too small. Like, I think that just looks silly. Is that really what it would look like? I don't think we can do that. I just don't think we can do that. This is fine. It's better this way. It's better to have more table seating anyway. It's okay. Well, what if the booth becomes, can I not get rid of the, what the heck? I want to get rid of just the table. Why? Oh my God. This game. Maybe the booth won't work. Maybe we just do like this many tables inside and we call it a day there. Now the question is, what on earth else do I put on the walls? Should we do like little menu stands on the tables maybe? That seems fancy, right? Sure. There's another swatch of that painting that we used, but this one is not really the same vibes. Like, this is very Italy and not like old black and white photos. There's a series of diplomas from the high school pack that actually seem to be very similar in color scheme. You can't size it up because the shadows are bugged and it looks kind of small on that wall. So I don't really think I want to use it, but I guess that's an option. Ooh, we could put a couple of these like trellis things on the outside. You know what? Honestly, I think that looks really nice right there. Well, when it doesn't glitch and become taller than it's supposed to be. I really like that. Maybe we could give ourselves a couple more over here, or we could do the smaller ones again. I think that's nice. I'm still stalling on the inside. I still don't know what to do with the inside. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot about this stuff. Oh, this is perfect. We should use this. Honestly, is it worth using that as like the whole logo? This vibe is very different, but do you know what? It looks pretty good. There's a couple cute options. I kind of like it. I'm not sure if it's better or not. Oh, and there's, of course, there's one on the wall right there. Dang it! Maybe we could keep this, like keep the logo how it is, and then we could put this on the side of the building. Or like maybe on this side of the building, because then you won't really see that at the same time as you see this. You can't look at both those walls at the same time, so you don't notice it's the same thing. Okay, if we're gonna do curtains, we're gonna have to move the tables a little bit because they clip, so. Well, that might also not be a bad thing, because then it gets them off the wall a little bit and like kind of more into the center of the room. I'm not sure about the curtains in this area. I feel like they're a little bit tight. And maybe we could swap it so that this is on this bigger wall and we could do this on the smaller wall. And then you kind of see those more when you first walk in, perhaps? Oh, you know what part of the problem is? I'm realizing that they aren't the exact same height because I like alt placed them. Maybe if I like just ever so slightly scooted you. How's that? That's a little bit better on the inside. Okay. How are we feeling about this? Is it good? Is the layout good? Ooh, wait a minute. Hang on. I liked this like stack of portraits, but it's possible that having a couple plants on the wall might be better. You could always put this plant in the corner. And wait, maybe we could do the like stack of paintings over here by the front door. Maybe that's the guy who started the restaurant. It's Terry. Of Town Square Terrace. Wait, it's actually so funny because people call this painting Jerry. All right, this guy, Terry of Town Square Terrace, as far as I'm concerned. Consider it lore. It's started. All right, I think all of the walls are actually decent in here. I think this is okay. I don't know about wallpaper. I haven't really thought about that part yet. Like, I hadn't really given much thought into how I would paint these walls. In fact, I've kind of been completely avoiding it. So I don't really know how I'm gonna do this. Oh, that tile is pretty nice. Do any of these match it decently? Like, this is the problem. I feel like these tiles don't actually match. I don't think any of the tiles actually match. We've got like a nice wall tile, a nice floor tile, and they're not the same. Those are different colors. Like, that's blue and this is green. Why? Why couldn't you just have it match? Oh, and if we try and use the tile that we used outside, it's really ugly in here because like the chairs are orange and the tile is red. What if we did this one? I could raise this painting up a little bit. You know, to be honest, I don't think this is so bad. It's kind of fancy in here, which again is what we were going for. All right, let's make sure we get a toilet and a sink because I did forget to do that. I still have not done the bathroom, so let's make sure we put this stuff in here. Shall I put Terry in the bathroom too? You know, so we can like watch you while you pee, right? No, I won't do that. I'm sorry. That's just weird. I think I'm happy with this restaurant. Let's try and do the menu and stuff. So we had originally talked about like a diner, but what if it was maybe an Italian restaurant? I don't know, that seems fancy, right? What does the default Italian menu have? Salad, lobster, that's lovely. Honestly, I think that making custom menus for restaurants is like one of my favorite things to do in The Sims 4. I might make a custom one. And you know what? We should probably try and do a few drinks that aren't juice, if you know what I mean, because there's gonna be a lot of teens coming here. So we could pick like orange juice, sparkling water, maybe coffee, some tea. I'm also really trying to decide if I should put like the bubble teas on here, because it would be really fun, but also there's like a boba shop down the street. Like, should I leave it so you can only get it there, or should we add them? Okay, what if there's like 2? You can get 2 of them here. All right, appetizer, animal crackers. I don't think I've seen those before. Maybe they're new. Oh, these pizza roll-ups are new too. We should definitely put those on here. I'm not sure how big the menu should be. Like, I'm not really sure how many things I should pick. If we did this many, it would be like 1 full row, obviously in the regular menu, because you wouldn't have the plus sign. So maybe this is a good amount. Oh, and we could do the same thing for the drinks. We could maybe just pick one of the teas, maybe like the mango one, and then we just have 1 row of drinks. It doesn't matter. I don't know why I'm doing this. Oh my gosh, we've got a bunch of new foods like this, there's a bunch of sliders new. Okay, this is what I've picked for the menu. I think it's pretty good. Although, wait, did I miss a pizza option by accident? I got 2. Oh, here's pepperoni pizza. Do you know what? It makes me like irrationally angry that they're not all 3 in a row. It's like pizza, pizza, meatballs, pizza. Why are they not all together? I'd almost rather not serve pepperoni pizza, but it doesn't matter. I'm being silly. What if we had this? Sliders, grilled chicken, some pizza, meatballs, a few kinds of pasta. There's steak, there's lobster, there's a fancy pasta. I think that's all right. Maybe we could have like these crystallized cocoa blocks on the dessert menu, and maybe like a fruit and yogurt parfait or something. Oh, I guess I should pick one more so it's a full row. Okay, baked chocolate mousse. That's a good option. There's a lot of chocolate on this menu, I've noticed, but I'm not complaining. I think that's good. I think that'll do. And I think with that, the restaurant is done. I'm pretty happy with this one. I want to see how it looks from the map view. Yes, okay, I think that matches. I think this blends into the area pretty well. And honestly, I'm gonna keep that Town Square Terrace lot name. I feel like that's kind of the inspiration for this build. We can't change it now. Don't worry, it'll be on the gallery for you if you want to download it. And if you like this video, I've done a lot of builds with the new high school pack. Like, I rebuilt the high school and stuff, so I can link some of those for you at the end of the video. Feel free to subscribe so you don't miss more of my high school content, because I've been posting a lot of it recently. And with that being said, I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow, okay? Bye, everybody. You know, if only restaurants weren't so buggy in this game, because they are so fun to build, but sometimes they just don't work. Like, you can't even visit them, really.